Welcome you all for this lecture on the topic explosives. The contents we are going to discuss in this lecture are introduction of an explosive, requirements of an explosive, assessment of an explosive. The explosive can be assessed by determining the power, sensitivity and oxygen balance. In this lecture, we are also going to discuss about the stability and what are the major ingredients used in explosive. Explosives. What do you mean by explosives? Explosives is a reactive substance that contains a great amount of potential energy that can be produced an explosion if released suddenly, usually accompanied by the production of light, heat, sound and pressure. Explosives may also be categorized by their sensitivity. Basically, explosives are classified into two major types: high explosives and low explosives. High explosives, which are further classified into two types, they are primary high explosives and secondary high explosives. Nitroglycerin is an example for the primary high explosive, which can detonate with little or no stimulus. What do you mean by that? It will undergo explosion with a mild shock. Dynamite is an example for secondary high explosive. The chemical composition of dynamite is a trinitro-toluene that require a strong shock to initiate to undergo an explosion. Potassium chlorate or potassium nitrate are under the category of low explosives that will change into gases by burning or combustion. We are going to see about the requirements of good explosive. Explosives must contain at least one weak chemical bond like nitrogen-nitrogen or nitrogen-oxygen or nitrogen-chlorine bonds. It should be cheap and also it should be stable under normal temperature. It must decompose at a fast rate to produce a large volume of gaseous products exothermically. It should have a positive oxygen balance. We are going to see in detail about this oxygen balance shortly. Now, we are going to see about the assessment of an explosive. In order to compare the performance characteristics of explosives, certain experimental tests have been described. These are carried out in certain standard and specified conditions. Why we need to do the assessment means in order to know about the nature of the explosive material. These assessment can be done by carrying out the test for determining the power of explosive, sensitivity of an explosive and by calculating the oxygen balance. Power of explosives. The explosive power or shattering power is determined by sand blast test. In this test, the explosive under 200 gram of sand particles of uniform size, the size should be retained on 30 mesh or kept in a steel bomb and detonated. The sand is blasted into fine particles. The weight of sand which passes through 30 mesh sieve represents the power of the explosive. How? If this explosive material is more powerful, then the sand is blasted into the fine particles also will be more. Obviously, the weight of sand which passes through 30 mesh sieve also will be more. If the explosive material has low power, then the blasting of sand into fine particles is very less As a result of this, the weight of sand which passes through 30 mesh sieve is also less. So these tests will give the inference about the power of the explosive. Sensitivity of explosives. The sensitivity of an explosive to mechanical impact is determined by finding the minimum height from which a standard weight must be allowed to fall in order to detonate the explosive. Mercury fulminate and lead have low drop heights and are used as initiators. Another characteristics for the assessment of an explosive is oxygen balance. The oxygen balance is a measure of the oxygen contained in the molecule which is used to oxidize the carbon to carbon dioxide and hydrogen to water molecule. It is expressed as a percentage surplus or deficiency of oxygen by weight. For the molecule containing X number of carbon atoms, Y number of hydrogen atoms, Z number of oxygen atoms, the sum of the carbon atoms and half of the quantity of hydrogen atoms of oxygen will be required to oxidize X atoms of carbon to carbon monoxide and Y atoms of hydrogen to water molecule. Hence, surplus oxygen can be calculated by the formula Z minus X plus Y by 2 atoms. Thus, oxygen balance is calculated by the formula Z minus X plus Y by 2 into 16 into 100 to the molecular weight of the compound. The bonded nitrogen in the explosive is liberated as nitrogen and oxygen is not used in this process. Materials having negative oxygen balance must be mixed with those having a positive oxygen balance for successful combustion. For example, trinitrotoluene, trinitrobenzene having negative oxygen balance, but ammonium nitrate having positive oxygen balance. So, for successful combustion, these two material like trinitrotoluene or trinitrobenzene to be mixed with ammonium nitrate for the successful combustion. Lead acid does not get oxidized and has no oxygen balance even though it acts as an explosive due to other criteria. This is the calculation chart for the calculation of oxygen balance. By using the formula, ammonium nitrate will give the positive oxygen balance, but trinitrobenzene gives the negative oxygen balance. So, for successful combustion, these two materials should be mixed for good combustion. Significance of the result of oxygen balance. Materials having negative oxygen balance must be mixed with those having a positive oxygen balance for successful combustion. Already we had seen this example, trinitrotoluene and trinitrobenzene having the negative oxygen balance, but ammonium nitrate having the positive oxygen balance. We also seen how to calculate the oxygen surplus or oxygen balance. Stability of an explosive. Stability is the ability of an explosive to be stored without deterioration. Factors which are all affecting the stability of an explosive are chemical constitution, temperature of storage, exposure to sunlight, electrical discharge. Major ingredients in explosive. The principal reacting ingredients in an explosive are fuel and oxidizers. The examples of principal reacting ingredients in an explosive are, for the fuels, magnesium, aluminium, trinitrotoluene, trinitrobenzene, smokeless powder, etc. For oxidizers, gaseous or liquid oxygen. Thank you.